You are now live with Latin Vibes Radio. Epa!
Live in the mix with Subsonic Squad. Kaboom! Marcus!
Buenas noches. Welcome to Latin Vibes Radio en la calle. How ya doing?
Tardes?
Buenas noches.
Buenas noches. What is it? Sundown? That's Buenas noches.
Buenas noches. Yes. It's
Sundown. But
yes.
It's not sundown yet.
Buenas tardes.
Buenas tardes.
Good afternoon.
It's after 6 o'clock.
After 6 o'clock. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Oh, what time is it? I ain't know.
We're on our way very well to what?
7:30.
7:34. Okay, yeah. Buenas tardes. We can still do buenas tardes.
Okay.
Buenas tardes. How you doing? I am Neil, the first lady.
I am DJ Taiwan, and
Henny the poet.
Henny the poet. Welcome to the show.
she's brand spanking new. If you didn't watch the show last time we were on, we gave a quick bio of Henny and all the things she
Why
has.
are we wearing the same color?
Are we? Oh, we blew it out. Representing all things blue.
Yes, that's my favorite
Smurfing it
color.
out.
Well, welcome, bebecita.
Yeah, so for the folks that didn't watch the last time, you want to give just a quick two sentences of who you are and what you know.
I'm Henny the poet. I'm a poet, an artist, entrepreneur.
What's your background?
I'm from Nicaragua and half from El Salvador.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool. So we definitely appreciate her joining the crew because we crazy and talk about a whole bunch of
Stuff.
things, all things Latin in the streets and around town. I do want to talk about briefly because I just got yoked up by Neil. Softball, is that the sport of the summer?
It is for me. I don't know for anybody else, but for me it is.
And particularly, there's a group based out of
Hyattsville. Well, yeah, they were based. They established themselves in Hyattsville, I believe.
How many
PG
beautiful
County.
young ladies? How many?
There's like 12, 13.
12.
Probably.
All different careers, different types of things going on, but they all come together.
Yep, this is a group of women. It's actually not just our group. It's a league. It's La Liga de Mujeres, La Ligas Américas de Mujeres. So basically, it's a softball league for a lot of Hispanic women in the area that choose their teams and they go out there and they compete, on tournaments and stuff like that normally on Sundays or throughout the week.
Okay.
Most of them know each other because they either played together at one point and they just, went separate ways and started playing with someone else. But, you usually see, like, even though it's competitive and you just be like, "Arr," at the same time, you can't really be like that when you see when your home skillet there. You're like, hey, what's up? So you still see the harmony in between.
But in your mind, you're like, I'm gonna beat your ass still, but
right.
Yeah. No,
So it's kind of cool. It's it's a way that the women in the area have released stress, come together. Like, a lot of Hispanic women, they're known for staying in the house, taking care of the kids. They don't really go out. And then if they do, it's probably like a once a month type of thing. Unless you're Dominican, then you're out every weekend. twice or 3 times a month.
Where?
Everywhere.
No.
Everywhere where music plays.
Everywhere. That's
Everywhere
crazy.
where the music plays. But a lot of females don't really do constructive things in the area
Mhm.
together as a group. We
Mhm.
don't really do that. So I found this especially during a very, very difficult time for me. And ever since then, it's been very inspiring. It motivates me to get my ass up, want to do something. It makes me miss my team when I'm not there. When I see them, like
You
if I,
develop a bond
yeah,
with
you
them.
develop
Yeah.
some sort of bond,
Yep.
and then you have the group chats where you guys keep in touch, and everybody just goes off on my team because they're like, we're fashion models. Every game we got a different uniform. I don't know. I didn't know that softball was restricted to one uniform. I like it. We're
Shouldn't it
fashionable.
be? I think if y'all in the league, or you just
I mean,
it's whatever.
no. I mean, look, like the Redskins, when they were coming out, they would wear they had the same color, but sometimes they would switch up the pants and put like a little stripe where it wasn't before type stuff.
Oh,
It's just
well,
switching it up. It's
okay.
switching the jersey up, but it's still you. It's still, what I'm saying. We just a very color coordinated little group of women
So
compared to everybody else.
okay. So
That's why we stand out.
flashy, but you can play.
Clarines.
Okay.
I would
How
like to see that.
how many teams total in the league?
Probably around 11. I'm not sure. I lost count, because they changed, and I lost count honestly.
Mhm.
But it's a good amount of groups. It's probably 10, 11, 11, 12.
And what's your team name? Just
Las
so people-
Terribles de Maryland. Whoop whoop.
on IG, right?
On IG, no, in
Get
IG,
it right. Don't mess it up.
no, on IG, it's Terribles, like
Right.
terribles _ MD.
And what's your record so far?
I think right now
We won some, we lost some. No, go ahead.
No, but yeah, no, hold fast because of the fact that we have had
Y'all were doing good though. Yeah.
We were in 6, and I think now we're down to in number 8.
Okay.
And a lot of the games keep getting canceled. We were supposed to play a few games, and they keep getting canceled because of Mother Nature.
Mm-hmm.
Mother Nature just messing up my game, so they keep getting postponed. So we were supposed to be already almost completing the tournament, and we can't. We're like probably 5. We're 5 games behind.
Okay.
So it's postponed, or
Yeah, they get postponed. We have to
Yeah.
complete them. It's just
Oh,
that
yeah, by the end of
there's a certain time period when the games are supposed to be completed by.
Mm-hmm.
And being though that the rain has been a big inconvenience, we've been getting postponed a lot. So we're like 5 games behind schedule. So normally we play on Sundays. So to try to catch up,
Mhm.
we've been doing the games with the opposing teams throughout the week. We'll be like, are you guys trying to knock that out this week, or like on a Friday or a Wednesday or Tuesday maybe after work? Everybody agrees, and we just all meet and play. But yeah, we're 5 games behind.
Is there one central place you guys play at, or you play all over?
I mean, we practice over there on 38th all the time in Brentwood, but normally there's 3 places where we frequently do the tournaments, which is either Colmer Manor or Watkins Park, and sometimes Riverdale.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So it's never indoor, or
no, because we can't practice indoors. There's flying balls everywhere. You be breaking windows, and then if the ball hits the wall, then it bounces and hit ricochets and hits out. We'd be black and blue. I already got bruises on my leg from catching. I'm a catcher.
There probably are some places y'all could practice indoors.
I mean, there are places,
where they have batting cages,
where they're batting cages, but you can't play. You can't play a game inside. In enclosed place for baseball at least. Tennis,
true.
In tennis you can.
It's too hot to play,
to do the batting practices you can, because they have the cages set up so that the ball doesn't bounce from place to place and then it goes down.
Yeah, you're right, because baseball you have to like.
Yeah, and the point is that you're trying to hit as far as you can. So if you start training to hit the ball at a very low because you don't want it to fly, then you get used to pitching like that, and that's not what you want to do.
Yeah, you want the real game.
You want to be able to swing
Right.
as
That makes so much
loosely,
sense,
as loosely as you want. And I never played before.
You didn't play until
I never played before.
Really?
This is my 2nd year playing, and even the first year that I played was some bull crap because my team broke up mid practice, mid season. We didn't even get to full play against others.
Mhm.
And the first game that we did play, man, we got raped.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Man, I'm talking about them
Did you
chicks.
get sore afterwards?
I was thinking of all the
Boy,
words to say. She was like,
No, that was the biggest violation that I've ever had softball wise. That was the biggest violation. Them chicks, they stole bases. They did things they weren't supposed to do. And since
He was like, where these bitches
I was
come
new to the
from? Like,
and since I was new to the game, I really didn't know the do's and the don'ts. And then we only practice once a week. But with the terribles, like this is the first time I actually feel like I'm a part of a team. I
Right.
actually feel like I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing in softball. I'm learning what I'm supposed to be learning.
mhm.
And yeah, man,
Good
it's
stuff.
That's a perfect definition of a team.
yeah,
Yeah.
the soreness
Cooperating.
that you're speaking of. I'm gonna put it to you like this: in between each, when I'm catching, in between all girls, like if they have 9 batters, 10 batters, 12 batters, and let's say that none of them chicks getting out and they all running, and let's say in between each bat, I have to stand up and squat, stand ups, catch the ball, get up, squat, depending. Sometimes I won't even feel like getting up and I just throw it from the floor. But like, you know what, here, catch the shit. But I want to make sure that my pitcher gets the ball.
Yeah.
And you know how many squats I do? I didn't even like doing squats just to look cute. And softball got me, getting
But
a
it
little
has some
bumbo.
benefits, okay?
Yeah, it has. And on top of that, I feel fit.
Squatty. You feel
Yeah.
I feel. Shut up. No,
Stamina.
I feel
You feel fit?
more fit than I have in years.
That's good.
In years. I mean, after I became like a full-time mom, that I was after my last one, I was staying at home. I was 198 pounds. I would go
Wow.
out to dance, and the first salsa that I would dance, my feet were aching so bad. And I would literally have to take my shoes off and walk the rest of the night with my shoes in my hand, embarrassing myself, my partner, and everything. And then I came to find out after I lost weight, I would wear the same freaking shoes because I'm a shoe hoarder. I will collect me some shoes and wear them years later. And them shoes, the same shoes that I would wear when I was 198 pounds, that I couldn't dance to one salsa.
Mhm.
Now that I'm thinner, man, I'll dance the whole freaking night plus the commercials. I'll dance the whole night plus the commercials, and then I'll still be able to walk to my car with my shoes on. I'm like, oh shit, okay, that's cool. So my weight had a lot to do with just the way that I felt fatigued all the time. I was always tired. I had no energy.
So we're going to do a class trip to either one of the games or one of the practices.
You should come to one of the games. The games be lit.
Okay.
The practices are fun. And
I'll bring
everything too, but
I'll
they're
bring the
just-
cervezas.
I would love to, because I do want to get into active
Oh, you trying to practice?
activities.
You trying to
But
practice?
see, I
She trying to
mean,
practice?
like we're look.
I wanna build up
There's this
my
one
stamina.
girl. There's this one girl on my team named Michelle. Hey, Michelle. Just in case you're watching, which you probably know, you're probably sleeping right now. But she was
pretty funny.
playing. This girl has an arm on her, and she's between her and Ponce. I'm not really sure they're kind of there and there height wise,
Mhm.
but they're the smallest one on our team. And this whole time, I'm thinking that this girl is like a straight 15, 16, 17-year-old. I just found out a couple 3 weeks ago.
She's like 39.
She's 13.
Oh, 13.
She's freaking 13, and she's got an arm on her. Like when she's in outfield and she throws, you just see that her and Ponce, they got fast ass arms for as tiny as that they are, but because they're younger, when they throw that damn ball, you just see that doing zoom.
Does she
Like a Zoom.
does she play for like school or anything?
She's both of them are playing for their schools. I think Ponce is
Wow.
doing it in high school, and I
Mm.
believe that Michelle's also doing it. But so there's girls as young as 13 playing. They're getting prepared to play in the league. She can't play with us in the league now, but
Mhm.
like if we're playing friendly games, like if you're my opponent
Mhm.
and the league is not involved, the league is involved, but they're not present or whatever, and we decide to play throughout the week, like I was explaining to you,
Mhm.
then I can put you in the game.
Right.
There was a little girl as big as my daughter.
Mhm.
A little girl as big as my daughter who's 9 years old, and they put her to play I think 2 weeks ago in the game. They won
Mhm.
with the little girl.
Oh, that's cool.
So they give
never
her,
underestimate them.
yeah, no, not even. It's not only that. That's what I love about the softball, that they
Mhm.
try to get everybody involved, and then in between practices or whatever, you see the guys, the husbands getting involved as well. But ladies and gentlemen, we now have the most beautiful, I love her tats. She's beautiful. She's gorgeous. She's sexy. It's Miss Anxious.
Did you say it right?
Yes, I said it
Anxious?
right. I'm the one that said her name correctly the first time.
Okay.
She'll tell you. Watch. Ask her.
I'm not trying to
Ask
fumble
her
it.
when she
It's all
gets
good.
on. Ask anxious when she gets on. If it's not anxious, because I know it's anxious because she told me it was anxious, and I can read.
Well, ask her right now.
Hey, beautiful.
Hi. Hey, Mama.
You
How are you?
Dime, ¿cómo tú te llamas?
Anxious.
Ajá.
okay?
Bam.
There it is. There it is. So you remember us, DJ Taiwan, Neil, right here to the left. We have a new person, Henny the poet, hanging out. She may have some questions along the way about. She's definitely intrigued about your style and the things that you show on your IG, and we kind of give her background about our previous interview we had with you. So what's been going on since then? What's new with you?
Well, actually a couple things. I actually am now working with a company that's reputable within the tattoo industry.
Awesome.
So I've actually received a job offer to move into the tattoo industry with products and supplies. So they are a well-known distributor for tattoo products and supplies. So I'm going to be their brand representative for their permanent makeup line. So yeah, really exciting because permanent makeup is something I'm extremely obsessed about. So I'm leading their brand called Ultimate Beauty for the permanent makeup tattoo products and supplies. So it's something that just literally I just started a couple weeks ago. I was in Maryland, which is where their main hub is at. And I'll be actually going to Miami next week to kind of more learn the back end on the machines, not just PMU machines for permanent makeup, but tattoo machines. So I'm pretty excited.
Excuse me. I'm going to have to stop you right there, young lady.
Yeah.
You were in Maryland when?
I was in Maryland last week.
Wow.
I was in Maryland. It was kind of it was an impromptu type of meeting. I went in and met the founder and met the COO of this company and was only there a couple of days.
What city?
Oh, she was here a couple of days.
And I was it's in Hanover. So
okay. Yeah, that's not far.
I was in Baltimore.
Yeah.
I flew into Baltimore. I stayed near the airport and then went into Hanover where their the warehouse is located.
Yeah, you were approximately about 25 minutes,
and
half
you
an
didn't
hour
call
from us.
us to come even at least give you a hand.
I knew I was going to get heat. As soon as I said that, I saw her face. I was like, I'm in for it.
No.
No selfie for Titi, nothing. Like,
you know, and unfortunately though, and you guys have probably noticed, but my Anxious Latina Instagram page got hacked and I haven't been able, it's been a couple of months, maybe over, that I haven't been able to get access to it. So
they almost got me. I said, because it's her. Then they show her phone. Like she actually got the message on her phone. They put the phone on the background. Like they took a screenshot. I'm like, yo, they went through extensive
they're horrible.
things.
They're horrible.
And she sounded so convincing. Oh my God. And she even sent them a text message talk about thank you so much for giving me the money and go ahead and contact my mentor.
I do not have access to that page. I've been getting a lot of people now linking me through my company, my business page, I should say, which is Anxious Beauty. And they've been kind of DMing me, asking me like, hey, is this really you? And I'm just like, no, please report the page. I'm trying to get access back to my page, but so far I can't. It's kind of been, it's been a process where I've been reaching out to Instagram support and they're not responding. But at any rate, I feel bad because I get people DMing me, telling me that a couple of them actually told me the truth, that they got scammed. They thought it was me. I felt horrible.
Yeah. Oh, wow. So somebody is definitely using
they
went
from my chat with the person. You contact the mentor that she puts on the page. Then he hits you up and he's just like, yeah, so basically if you want to do this is these are the steps that you have to do. And I think the minimum deposit is $500 or something for you supposedly to get this 13,000 back within a matter of days or hours.
It's like a cash scam.
So it's just, and then I was like, look, before I actually sent it through, I hit you back up. I said, yo, can you call me when you get a chance? And you were like,
Mm.
And then I told Ty, I said, "Young, what's up with Inksters, yo? I've been waiting
Yeah,
for her to
no.
call me, and it's been like she's rich.
No,
I don't want to talk.
they're trying to get a hold of all my loyal followers. They did their homework. They do this to pages where there's a
Big draw.
loyalty,
Yep.
a fan base type of thing where there's loyalty, and I mean this is it really is high level, you guys. I mean, I'm one of thousands upon thousands upon thousands have been hacked in this manner for fraud in investing in stuff that just it isn't at all what they say it is. And it's unfortunate because a lot of these people now, you know, have reached out to me and I felt horrible. I'm just a couple of them, like I said, got taken for a substantial amount of money to them, right? Because, you know, it's just horrible. And I can't seem to get any support from Instagram to help me out.
That's why after that happened to you, the same day that it happened to you, that I realized that it happened to you, I went on social media and I was like, you guys, everyone should change their password, and you should always change it to something extremely long.
Yeah.
Nothing short, nothing involving your birthdays, nothing
Right.
cute. It should always be long. Like if you could think of a sentence, if you could, I like to take walks on a long, I like to take long walks on the
Yeah.
beach, 101 star / / backslash star, stuff like that.
Oh,
Because
I forgot it.
yeah, no, you can save it in your notes. You can save
Yep.
it in your notes, and just always be cautious and never click on any links. Don't accept
Yeah.
any links. No, it doesn't even matter if it's on WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook. It's the same shit. Just stay away from that, and always change your password at least, like the dentist, at least every 6 months.
Exactly. So that unfortunately, I don't have access to the page, and it's really been sad to be honest with you, because it was a way to communicate to just the small business entrepreneurs and business owners who approach me, that I collaborated with on every level, whether it was somebody just launching, a woman launching her own like makeup brand, or like lashing, or it was just a way for me to within the beauty industry to really just contribute and kind of get support the Latin community, particularly small business women entrepreneurs. And so it's unfortunate, but I mean, I'm not giving up. It's just, it really hasn't made any kind of segue. So, but I am happy to say that on Anxious Beauty, I am able to now start to grab that same audience and those same fans and pull them into the Anxious Beauty. But like I said, it's just ground floor stuff where this new endeavor with the tattoo industry, in particular with permanent makeup, has just literally launched for me. And I am super, super excited about where it's going. I have a vision, and I just feel completely blessed to be given the opportunity to promote and push the Ultimate Beauty brand, and to really, they're allowing me to give it my full vision, and I'm full support of that. So it's like I'm super. To say that I'm super excited is like, there just isn't words. So
when is the official release? Like, are you going to come out like with a nice little, big a magazine type, Vogue type? When is it coming? When is it coming? When is it going to be exposed?
So I'm going to Miami particularly to discuss some of that next week. And so I'll know more, but right now it's just really just the very beginning stages. But regardless, the Ultimate Beauty website is out. It's Ultimate Beauty PMU. And that's kind of like the main direction. But again, it encompasses everything from the tattoo industry, from machines to recovery to pigments to all of that. So and these are well-known brands. So but what in particular why I'm excited about it is because they're allowing me to push the Ultimate Beauty brand for permanent makeup. That will be my main focus, but I have access to all other tattoo products and supplies that are well known out there. So yeah.
You see a lot of kind of cross branding, like you said, this is traditionally kind of in the tattoo world, and permanent makeup, I think, has become very prominent.
Yes.
In that, so you see a lot of cross cross branding.
Crossover.
Yeah,
Yes.
crossover branding as things kind of unravel.
Right. Right, exactly. And I'll be one of their representatives in the West Coast. Actually, they're
Okay.
primarily out in the East Coast, so there's a white space out here in regards to the permanent makeup industry, particularly out here towards where I am here on the West Coast, which is near LA, but it encompasses San Diego County, Orange County. I don't particularly even have a region. It's really wherever I want to reach, which is
Oh, wow.
nice. But my main focus will be LA and mainly permanent makeup academies, that train and have students that train to do permanent makeup, whether it's microblading, eyeliner, lip blushing. And I do have the background in lip blushing. I was doing that along with other services as an esthetician and, doing makeup as a certified makeup artist. So the basis and the foundation for permanent makeup was really something that allowed me to apply, my current work in the business industry, including permanent makeup, but also my business acumen. So I'd always been in a corporate career job. I think I mentioned in my last interview up until a few years ago. So this career, I should say, has allowed me to apply my business acumen that I had in the corporate career world and mesh with the beauty industry. So it was just completely ideal, and I literally got the job offer when I got off the phone, basically. So they were really excited to have me. As I learned more about the company this last week, I was just like, wow, what a huge opportunity for me, and for the company. So I'm excited.
Awesome.
You said it's Ultimate Beauty, ¿qué?
It's actually ultimatebeauty.com.
Ultimatebeauty.com, okay.
Yeah. On Instagram, I believe it's Ultimate Beauty PMU.
You said Ultimate Beauty on Instagram,
PMU?
what?
Yeah.
PU?
On Instagram, it's Ultimate Beauty PMU.
PMU. Okay.
PMU for permanent makeup. Yeah.
So what's interesting is I know you and I have went back and forth in messages trying to reschedule the interview again. And you kind of asked me, you were like, do you know something that I don't know about, the potential of things? But I just felt that something was going to unravel soon, just from your persistence for one, what you had as a product, which is obviously yourself and what you're bringing to the table, and then just those folks that are looking for that type of
venue
of personality, you know what I mean, in social media, and I figured it would connect soon. So definitely,
I hope so. And I can certainly tell you that when I was able to actually speak to my vision and what I started thinking about when I was looking at the brand and what they've done so far and talking with the marketing director, I can tell you they were impressed that I have a vision, so, I had talked a lot the last interview about, just where the drive and the passion came from, and it's just so crazy how if you really do manifest it when you keep, when you don't give up, and you have a clear vision of not only who you are, but where you want to go, and this is again just the beginning, and I'm so excited. I truly am, because it's one of these things where, all my life I never really felt like when in my career, that I was doing something that was I good at it? Yeah, but I was never really passionate about it. There wasn't this drive. It was just kind of like I did a good job and I did it well, but I was never happy. And now it's like it's just hard to believe that everything now that I've been working towards has come to fruition. And I'm extremely happy.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So for folks that may not remember, your background is in healthcare?
So I was actually I started in real estate and then I went into healthcare. So it had always been in insurance. So the risk business, risk type exposure type of business. So, I worked for a really well-known healthcare insurance company for like 14, almost 15 years. And again, it was a great career. I, along with many others, I was a single mother. So for years, it did provide for me and my kids. But ultimately, you know, I knew I didn't want to retire doing that. And my passion had always been anything beauty, you know, whether it was makeup, fashion. The tattoos started years ago, my early 20s, you know, but I decided, we talked about this last time, you know, COVID did a lot of good for me, and it really allowed me to self-reflect on where I wanted to go. You know, at that point in my life, I had a decision to make. Like, am I going to stay doing that and be completely unhappy, and I got tired of hearing myself complain every day how much I hated the job, or was I actually going to put the things that I, you know, desired to do into action? So I went back to beauty school, and that started 3 years ago, and then just decided, you know, I'm going to step away. It's the right time now. When COVID hit, and although scary, I was just like, it's either I do it now or I probably never will. And so I went into a studio. I opened a studio. I had gotten my license as an esthetician. I got my makeup certification, and I started to do facials, body waxing, makeup. I did the lip blushing. You know, I did a lot of training in many different areas of the beauty industry until I really learned what I love to do. And there were many things I trained for, but permanent makeup was one thing that I knew I was just completely obsessed about. Like, when I started to do it, I was just like, I don't know if it's because I was familiar with the tattoo industry, and I'd always been around tattoo artists, obviously getting work on myself, but it came very naturally for me when I picked up a tattoo machine. And I knew right away, like, I had found my niche. And this just allows me to take it to another level, right? Because it's now my main focus with the company will be a lot on education, you know, around permanent makeup, not the actual techniques, but, you know, talking about the machines and the pigments and things like that, which is, I'm very, very, very happy about, and looking forward to just learning more.
So
You
do
deserve it. Yes.
you do tattooing as well, or no?
I had done cosmetic tattooing for the lips. It's called lip blushing.
And
Along
then
with a lot of other services, but like I said, I did do that, and it was just something that I was like, I want to know more. I want to know more, and now this role here allows me to really dive deep into the back end of things. You know, again, the machines and the pigments and things that I already knew, like, wow, this stuff is pretty cool. And now it's like I'm actually learning the back end on stuff like that, which is why I'm going to Miami to actually look at the manufacturing side of these machines, because, you know, I don't want to come out with just a pretty face. To be honest, you know, I want to be approached as someone, a trusted advisor, and someone that, you know, they can rely on when it comes to permanent makeup and, you know, what's trending and things like that. So I'm definitely doing my homework.
Awesome. Do you still do real estate or no?
No, I don't, not anymore. No, I worked for a title insurance company for years. I was a title officer. So I actually did foreclosures. It was mainly REO, but I touched refinance and sale and resales too. So I still have that background. I was a notary public for years. But I no longer do that. No.
Okay. Where did you go when you came to Hanover? Did you go anywhere special, or you
Oh
pretty much
gosh, I didn't even have time. I didn't go anywhere special. I wanted to go to DC. They kept saying, you need to go, but I knew I would be back. I'm going back. So next week I'll be in Miami, but I'm going back on, actually, I think we're planning the first week of August. So the week after that, I plan to go back. I'm going back to Maryland.
Okay.
I'm going back to
we're not going to act. We're excited, but
we're it's not like we're going anywhere. We're here.
So please let us know.
But you know what? Yeah, now maybe we could talk offline about that, because I just don't have the exact dates, but it's going to be most likely the first week in August.
Okay.
Well, do you want me to meet you ahead of time? I can meet you in Miami. We could talk in Miami if you want. You know,
we could. I mean,
you just tell me where. You know.
No, you know what? Definitely. Like I'm working out the details as far as the dates, but it's definitely next week. I just don't have the exact date yet, but I'll know more like before Friday.
Awesome.
Cool.
So, I mean, I'm down.
Okay.
I'm down.
What do you like to do outside of work? Just so we got an idea.
I eat. I love to eat.
Okay.
We all like to do that.
Any particular cuisine? Any particular cuisine?
You know, I've been kind of like really big lately on like Mediterranean food, but I mean,
Okay.
I love all dishes. You know, Cuban food. I honestly, there's nothing that I truly do not like. Like I love everything. I'm serious when I say as long as it doesn't crawl off my plate, I'm like I'm good. Yeah. So,
Okay.
but
I
Cuban
feel the
food is
same
a big too, something that I love. But you really, it's just sightseeing, you know. And I love to people watch. Like, of course, I
Mhm.
love going out and I love dancing and all that. But I love
What
the
type of dancing?
beach.
way.
What
Yeah.
type of dancing?
Oh, everything from salsa, merengue to
Okay.
I love reggaeton. I'm big on reggaeton, even though people look at me. And even when I'm like in the car and I'm driving and have my music blasting, I still get weird looks about that. I don't know if it's because I'm fully tatted or I don't know what the deal is, but they'll look at me or even like when I'm at the gym and I have my headphones and obviously it's really loud. So, you know, as I'm taking them on and off, they can hear you know, people next to me, they just find it odd that I listen to reggaeton, and I'm just like, wow. And they're like, because you're like fully blasted. You look like you listen to like some some hardcore rocker, and I'm like, no, you know, I love old school R&B. I love old school hip hop. I love rap. I listen to all genres in music. Ska, I love ska, everything.
But
Okay.
did you hear what she said? She's a people watcher. You know how many people we could sit there and watch and talk crap about? She would be like my
Yeah,
perfect
you
date.
could do that. I wouldn't. I wouldn't do it. But
What? Oh, you're not gonna do it. Look at her butt. It's kind of loud.
no, no, no. But
There's just something about that when I mean people watching, I mean, you
just
know, like sometimes I'll see it's usually an you know an elderly couple and I'm always you know I'll glance and watch their mannerisms, how they treat each other, and I'm always like in my head going you know and try to create this as if I know who they are, you know, their beautiful love story or what have you, you know. And sometimes I do approach them, sometimes I do approach people. I'm very much the type that, you know, if they're approachable, I'll ask. And you'd be surprised the stories that they're willing to share, you know,
Mhm.
that they love to share, you know, that they find like, hey, like this person actually wants to know. Not only that, I think that my look sometimes um, is it's one of those things where I feel like I'm not read properly. I think I come off sometimes as very harsh and maybe cold. And but the minute I start talking and I make eye contact, like people start to realize, man, she's nice, you know, and she's approachable. And so I end up having conversations with people who wouldn't I don't think ordinarily talk to me. I do that at the airport. I do it everywhere I go. I make it a point um to be approachable, to make eye contact, to show people like not to be scared because you know sometimes I will get looks, you know, it there's there it tattoos, they still they still carry a stigma, and so I just make sure I'm approachable in that, even if you know some people kind of look at me like they give me a look like should I say something to her, should I talk, should I not. It's like so right away I don't want them to think that I'm not approachable, so I'll strike up a conversation. And
Mhm.
man, like I just learn a lot about myself talking to others. And it's also very interesting to me to talk to others because then I realized um you know, we all have this life journey that we learn from. And we all actually have very similar challenges and stories. And there's always a connection that you make with people like that you meet in the oddest places, even the grocery store, that humble you,
Mhm.
extremely humble you. And I'm you know I always look at my life and always think man, and I thought I had it hard, you know. And then I'm always just like even more grateful and blessed to have had the life and the journey that I've had, even though you know many struggles. I'm just always like wow, um I'm good, I'm good
Mhm. That's
and
good.
grateful.
Well, again, we want to congratulate you on this new
Yes,
journey.
definitely.
Thank you.
Definitely excited and anxious at the same time to see where you know
Yeah.
what direction things are going.
Yeah, for sure. And if you guys will have me back, maybe I can share a little bit more next time, and
But of
I can
course,
share
of
more detail.
course, darling. Of course, we'll
Most definitely. Well, we
Yeah.
we got a pending date next time you come in town to
yeah.
Okay.
Please don't do that again. Please don't.
She's-
No, no,
Please
no,
don't come
no,
with
no, no.
saying that.
I'm going to. In fact, I'll DM Reggie when I
Because if
get
you
the
can't
date.
come to us, we may have been able to come to you.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. No, we'll work it out. I'm serious. I would love to meet you. Where in Miami are you?
Huh?
no.
Where?
She's in DC. She
No,
was saying
I
Oh,
said
you're in
if you need me to come and help you, if you want to talk about
Oh.
things, I can.
she's trying to get a trip to Miami out of it. Is what she's trying to do.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I get it now. Okay, well, maybe not this time, but
Uh-huh.
we'll chat
Good
in
one, good one.
DC.
I like that answer. That's
We'll
fine.
chat in DC.
You
But
got any
so
questions?
tell me how far from Baltimore or Hanover particularly
45
is DC?
No. From
from
DC,
Yeah.
if you take the Parkway, yeah, about 40 minutes. You're about right.
Okay.
About 40 minutes.
That's
con
not
tráfico.
terrible.
Yeah. From us, where the studio is, you're only about maybe 25, 30 minutes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
It's not
maybe I can make a visit to the studio then.
You sure
Yeah,
can.
yeah, either or. Oh well,
We're
yeah.
gonna have a big old pencil. You can leave your Johnny Hancock on the wall just because somebody took all the signatures down, but it's okay.
Yeah, that might. We yeah, but so just to show the affiliation between things, most of the time you get hit by K Rico Group, and K Rico Group is part of the Latin Vibes Radio, but
Okay.
K Rico Group we do promotions and events all the time. So probably around the time you come, we'll have some things going on that you might.
We can
Yeah, you can.
involve you.
Yeah, you can come hang out like salsa dancing. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Do the whole nine. There it is. Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Si te me pregunto,
which makes it easy for when we do have guests that come into town because there's always places that we can go and things that we can
and
do.
things
So,
that
Yeah.
we can, places.
Sorry,
we
my
can-
AC just kicked on and it's loud. So I'm gonna turn you up a little bit so I can hear you.
people we can go watch. There's always something to do.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'm gonna circle back to you on DM and give you the dates and we can go from there. I would love to.
Cool. Anything from you, Miss Poet?
Yes. I actually had two questions. The first question was, who are your target audience for your business?
For
And
well, for the
and
permanent makeup, which is where I'll be focusing on for the brand,
Mhm.
it will be academies. It will be permanent makeup studios and academies that offer the training to women. Well, I say women, but there's men too. It's
Yeah.
yeah.
mostly women who offer the training for this particular cosmetic tattooing known as lip blushing and micro. Well, they call it. There's a different technique called ombre powder. There's the eyeliner too. So there are so many academies that are now. A lot of them they're doing it very well. Where they have a straight wonderful curriculum, and even bring these students back to do advanced levels of training or even apprenticeship programs. So that's going to be my main target are those types. But I mean, I'm not opposed to walking in who's someone who has a solo studio. That's how I started, and really it's again my approach is going to be more on education, which there doesn't seem to be too whole hell of a lot out there
Right.
relative to the true tools of the trade, like I said, the pigments and machines, but the supplies and really just lending myself to be able to assist them in their overall company objective, right, with my products and services. So
Mhm.
yeah, it's going to be pretty exciting. Mhm.
Awesome.
Absolutely. And the second question, so I heard you was talking about your previous background on real estate, right?
Real
Yeah.
estate.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was wondering, what did you learn from that you use in your business now?
Well, I think it was I brought over my real estate background into health insurance because it's all relative to risk exposure. So that's what insurance does. But what I brought over from the corporate job that I had in the real estate department and healthcare is relative to how to talk to people, how to be able to engage with people, to understand how to assist them, aligning value that whatever your product and services have or what you offer to the company's goal and objective. It's about relationships. It's about business relationships. It's truly coming from a place of not just being able to sell, but really have proper engagement so that you understand how to apply what you are offering to what they already need and are gonna buy. You just want them to buy it from you. And you do that by providing a benefit and value in partnering them with their company's goal or objective. So basically, you're just like, how can I help you grow your business? Because ultimately, that's what most businesses want to do. So it's a partnership that happens, and that comes with conversations and engagement around what are your challenges. What are you most concerned with? And then you apply your product and offerings to what they're striving for, what their vision is, or what challenges they currently are having that you can help them with. But their conversations, they usually don't always happen in an instant. They happen over time. That's how relationships are formed. And business relationships that are successful come from a place of where they come to you as a trusted advisor. It's not just, oh, she's the sales rep. It's like they realize it's a partnership that goes on with you from the business perspective. So
that makes so much sense. Like you have to, like body language as well.
Yeah, everything that has to do with communication and how you treat people, it's what makes a business grow, especially because there's a lot of businesses out there that they just put their stuff out and they really don't care what the people want. They just put it out there and hope that the people want it and like it. Whereas there's a difference when an entrepreneur wants to talk to her people, get to know what her people want, their needs, so that way she can function around their needs. And then that's how people will always come back, because you're making them feel special and not making them feel like the 50,000 people that buy the product.
Yeah, like she said, she has loyal followers.
Yep.
Yeah, and I sincerely come from a small business entrepreneur, so I understand for the most part the challenges from the get-go. So I really can come to and approach that relationship from hey, I used to be there, and I kind of already understand usually what the startups challenges are. The academies is a little bit more I would align. They already are, for the most part, buying our brands in product. But it's really showing them what sets me aside from, say, another distributor that could provide that for you. You know what I mean? So it's really comes down to the relationship they would have with me. And I sincerely have, a desire to help them succeed in their business, because I myself was an entrepreneur. So that'll be my focus, along with education and trying to come from an angle of how can I help you? It pretty much just putting myself in their shoes as if I was the business owner, and having them really feel that they can depend on me, and it's really by just laying out the proper expectations from the get-go, it's something that I've kind of been playing away at for years. Only now I'm bringing it relative to the beauty industry. So it's something that's going to happen pretty cohesively, but with so much passion, because they're going to see it from the minute they meet me, so, and that's what I hope to do.
Awesome. That is so awesome. I'm so proud of you, and I'm so on your side. And I just can't wait till you release your stuff so I can see it. I'm dying to see the release. That's what I keep calling.
Yeah, but you can go and find me on Anxious Beauty now. It's anxious_beauty on Instagram, and you're going to see some of the products unfolding within my story and on my page, relative to the permanent makeup industry. So, and I'm, it's going to start a whole new, I'm changing the look and feel of that page because of my partnership now with the company. So follow me.
Cool beans. Awesome.
I have one last question for you.
Sure.
How many tattoos do you actually have? Have you ever counted them? Just
I always
curious.
get asked that. No, I haven't. And you know, the reason why I don't know is because a lot of my tattoos they flow into each other. If that makes sense. So, you know, I really don't know how to count them because it's like I don't really it's they're pieces of work, but they kind of intertwine with one another. You know, they connect like that. So I've never really counted. So I just have a hell of a lot.
Yeah, no bull.
No, is it?
But I'm
Yeah.
not covered. I mean, there's so many women out there that have entire body wraps. That's not me. I mean,
I've seen the one girl from Brazil. I think she's from Brazil. I'm not 100% sure. She has these real long dreads. She's real
Oh
petite,
yeah,
real
I've seen it.
young. She did her eyes, so all of this is black. She split her tongue,
mm,
and then she went and had the big old hooks put in her back so she could be
She's
hung.
one of those. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
She did some body modifications or what have you. Yeah. Yeah, I've
yes.
seen all that. I'm
And then she tattoos herself too. So I've seen somebody tattoo her, and then I've also seen her tattoo herself in the bathroom holding the mirror. Now look at me.
yeah. I've seen a lot of tattoo artists, particularly females that tattoo themselves. Like I've even seen someone do their own lip blushing. Like
Me,
yeah, I've seen it,
I
and I'm just always at awe. I'm just like, wow, that's ballsy, but it also is like that's hella dope.
Yeah.
it doesn't know that from getting a tattoo experience. Me, and I think I've done. I don't even know how many I've done on myself. I've done a lot, and me duele menos when I do it myself than when somebody else is doing it.
Oh,
And
okay,
I
right.
can literally sit there and even because the lines are trying to perfect, and I'm like, oh, I don't like the way this looks. And you'll see me there, and even though I'm
Well,
cranking,
that kind of makes sense because you ultimately you can feel the pressure truly, right? Like from needle to skin.
uh-huh.
So
Yeah, so
it makes
I'm trying to do this post high, post high right here. This
Got them.
is I'm working on it. I don't want like a whole like a not the complete leg or all I just want this once like a strip. You know what I'm saying? Like a tattoo strip just going straight down. Not on
yeah.
the inner thigh, not on that
That's
stuff.
what I have on my right leg. That's what I have. I haven't started the inner on the leg. I mean, looking at me from the side, you're gonna think my whole leg is full. It's not. I still haven't wrapped it into the inside yet. That's
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's what I want to do with
yeah.
me. Yeah, that's what I want to do with me. I just want to strip. And now I know that I'm gonna have to get somebody like my cousin did this one. I know I'm gonna have to get this one, like this spot filled here, probably my shoulder, and then I did my rib from the rib down. I can do it, but this piece right here, somebody's gonna have to do it for me because I'm not
Yeah,
a
you
good
can't reach.
and I don't want I don't want no
Yeah.
retarded tattoos
You
on me. I
can't
want
you can't do that stretch.
nah.
Yeah.
I definitely can't. But we're definitely looking forward to seeing all the products come out and your success unfold. How
Yeah.
can our followers find you in case again
Officially.
officially? Yes.
Officially, yeah. So on Anxious Beauty, so anxious_beauty on Instagram. So and let me just, you know, clarify these products already exist. It's the company is now forming Ultimate Beauty to brand particularly the focus on permanent makeup, but these already exist within the mother company. They're just now focusing on permanent makeup and wanted someone to push the Ultimate Beauty brand to a prominent permanent makeup tattoo supplier with products and that relate to the permanent makeup industry. So
Well,
you're going to be really familiar. If you know about permanent makeup, you're going to be really familiar with what we're offering. But there's so many new and upcoming releases on the machines for permanent makeup that it's pretty exciting. And they're so slim and sleek and geared towards women. With this rose gold colors, and it's awesome. You got to take a look on there. You know what I'm talking about.
yeah,
But
but they got the model now. The model now that's going to help push that. So when your face and everything,
What
like, oh, I want it just because of them looking at you. They're gonna be, I want that. What she got, I want it. Just because
Well, that's my vision. We'll see where it goes, but regardless, it's going to be something extremely that the potential for me just to plug away my ideas and etc. Because they're listening and just being a part of something that is just so I'm so obsessed about. It's like it it almost feels surreal. I really like, even the night before I left, I was telling my daughter, like, I can't believe this. It's like crazy. Like, who would have thought, And she's been on the journey with me, like side by side, because she draws. She probably even hates me talking about this, but I call her an artist. She's like, Mom, but she draws very well. She's has this niche about the tattoo machines and the pigments and all related to the tattoo industry. So she's just like beside herself when she found out like I would be working for them. So
How old is she?
She's 22. My youngest is 22.
Okay.
So
Awesome.
Is she has she decided to do anything with her art? Or is she still kind
she
of
wants to start apprenticing for doing tattoos. We'll see where it goes though. She's got a couple of things that she needs to wrap up first on, financially. Before she goes on that path, because she will be making zero to nothing.
No, I'm just kidding.
I'll completely support her, but there needs to be a clear path. That's where I'm coming from. You know what I mean? So I need her to do her homework and lay it out, but I'm willing to support it 110%, but she got to have a plan. So
right.
I get you. So we did have another artist. His name was Dez, but we had to reschedule his interview. But the point that I was going to make, referencing your daughter, is he went into one industry. He used to do I guess painting and striping on cars, and then kind of graduated to now he's doing art and galleries and the whole nine. So there's always that potential for it. Your daughter, for instance. So
right. Well, that's the beauty about the art world, right? And the artistic side and culture is it can branch out into so many different directions. I mean, you start with something, but then in getting exposure to the art culture, you are exposed to other talented artists who do many different types of things. So you may have a thought that this is what you want to do. It's the same thing in the beauty industry. You come with this is what I want to do, and then you're exposed to so much more, and then you just realize I want to try this, or I'd like to see if I'd be successful at that. And that's the beauty of it is you get to try. All you can do is load yourself up with just all the training and the education behind whatever interests you, and then you just go after it. You know what I mean? And that again it's not just the art culture, it's the beauty industry, and that's the amazing and beautiful part about that. It's just that there's just a plethora of things that you could just go after. I tell my kids all the time, you can do it. You just got to want it bad enough, and you got to figure out what that is. What it is. What is it that you want to do? What is it that drives you? What is it that you get up every morning and you're just happy to get out the door to do it, or what have you?
Yeah.
Indeed. So continued success, best wishes again, and we got to stay in touch because you're now close to home.
Definitely.
So
yes,
with everything that's going on.
sure.
Much success to your daughter. Hope she finds her way.
Thank you.
Any help we can provide along the way, let us know. Just reach out.
It's nice seeing you guys again. No, truly, sincerely.
Traveling,
and I watch you all the time on Instagram, girl. I'm like I'm laughing with you, and I identify with you much more than you know. And I'm just like, this is so crazy. I'm like, I feel like I know you. So keep doing it. You inspire me. I'm listening. I'm watching. You're making me laugh. And there's sometimes where I'm having a stressful day, and I'll see one of your videos go up, and I'm just like, I forget what it was that I was mad about, even if it's just temporary.
Well, that's my passion. That's my passion, making people laugh and seeing people.
I love when you sing, and I'm like, I love all of it. I love it, girl. I'm watching you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Oh, you're welcome. All right.
We'll have you back probably in I'd say in about a month and a half once you get
sounds good. Acclimated, as they say. Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay.
Awesome. Until next time.
Okay. Till next time. Bye. And it was nice meeting you. Okay. Take care.
Adios.
Adios.
Ciao.
She's so awesome, young. I love her. Well. That was super dope. Miss Anxious Beauty. I mean, it was messed up that her page got hacked because she did have a big following, and to have to start over from scratch after you done built up so much following and stuff, that shit would have pissed me off. It would have pissed me off. And see, that's the funny thing. Instagram take forever to respond to some customer support shit, but then as soon as you post something nasty, they send you a notice real quick. Oh, you respond to that shit real quick, but I'm still waiting for 3 months from the complaint that I filed.
That was the bots. The bots got your ass.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, that's ugly.
Yeah, please give her a page back because she put a lot of time and energy.
Like those are a lot. And then on top of that, is someone stealing your image to steal from people. That really makes it even worse. So allow the person to get their page back so this person can stop stealing. You know what I'm saying?
Stuff.
Yeah.
I agree.
You want to stop profanity and stuff. I don't even. You know what? I don't even want to get into social media right now because these people be giving me a headache. They want Facebook jail. Like, who the hell made you judge? Over here putting people in jail for the dumbest stuff. They want to put me in jail for something that I posted in 2019.
Notice
y'all want to bring this shit up now.
Notice she said she wasn't gonna go into it, but then she started going into it.
Shit, no, I'm pissed off. Now that I think about it, y'all want to put me in jail for something that I posted in 2019. I'm gonna tell y'all this. Just like any other little fucking establishment, if you have not filed a formal complaint within 30 days of my ass, do not come and complain to me about something that I posted over 30 days ago. You're banned from freaking putting me in punishment.
And if you don't know about the craziness that they were just talking about on Neil's social media, please tell them what your handle is.
It is Neil the First Lady, all spelled out, no numbers. NYLTHEFIRSTLADY.
Henny, can you tell them what your handle is?
And my Instagram handle is HENNESSYVELA. Hennessy Vela.
Awesome.
Got it.
Listo. And yours? What is yours, man?
I am DJ Taiwan.official. And we're all connected to the K Rico group, at K Rico group, Instagram.
Who's our wonderful, amazing engineer?
Yeah, we are all affiliated
with Mr. RG. And Mr. RG, what's your handle, man? Not your love handles, the other one.
Oh, wow. King Vision Media. That's what.
How you not gonna know your own handle?
KXNG Vision Media.
You don't.
He doesn't have a microphone.
Oh, you could have screamed that out to me. I could have translated for you.
So please spread the word. Share. We do this every other Tuesday. Latin Vibes Radio in La Calle. We got a bunch of events going on, promotions, all this stuff. There was a festival I forgot to talk to you about that went down. Did we talk about it?
No, we didn't.
We'll have to do that next time.
Well, the Bachata Festival, real quick, it sucked. So let me tell y'all people something. Next time you want, look, and Sol, all y'all Bamas, when y'all want to throw a little function that's called Bachata Fest, and this is not no racial thing against anybody else's type of music, but if you're
is it cultural or racial?
Race, whatever. If you say bachata, okay, if you say bachata festival, I'm expecting to go to a place that's playing bachata, right? The majority of the time that I was there, literally, it was just basically cumbia. The majority of the time playing cumbia bands, cumbia songs. They probably played like 3 bachatas that were, DJ wise that they were being played, not the actual band, and they only let it play for like not even the whole song. You didn't even let it play the whole song. And then on top of that, you're gonna leave the 2 bachateros, 2 out of 7 people that they had people coming to perform, including Chinola. What's up, Chinola? Including Chinola. Out of the whole people that you guys invited, you mean to tell me that there was only 2 bachateros and it's called Bachata Fest? I'll smack you the next time you do that. Next time, call it Cumbia Fest. If that's what you want it to be, call it Cumbia Fest. Don't bachata. Get some bachata artists down here. Like, stick to the title of the goddamn thing. Tell them. Help me.
Please note, the words expressed by Neil, the First Lady, are not necessarily those expressed by... No, shout out to...
Oh, that's how you feel?
No, I'm just playing.
Look, if anybody comes and starts throwing shade and werewolves at your house, dog, I'm not helping you.
I'm just playing.
No.
Shout out to Chinola, who will be in the I Love Columbia Festival this week by the same promoter. Shout out to them. She just gave some input for you guys for next year when you decide to do the Bachata Festival, right? I Love Bachata Festival.
There's gonna be one next year?
They do it every year.
Okay.
I know.
I want to see what's going on next year because I'm about to put that on blast.
Shout out to
Fix
Chinola
it.
as well. She's also representing us in our
Shinola, you did great. I saw you.
Colombi-
She looked beautiful too. I loved her outfit.
she's also representing Colombia in our in the festival on
Awesome.
Sunday and as a host for our
12.
Viva la
I saw
Viva la
that. I didn't
Fiesta
see
party,
Neil as a host, but that's okay.
Colombia Independence. When we do our next Dominican one, you will be the host, or Cuban, which one you want.
Oh, I don't know. Since
Or
we breaking
Dominican,
rules,
which one you want?
since we breaking rules, just put me in both.
We'll put you in both. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for watching us.
Thank you for stopping by. Come again.
Till next time.
Till next time. Peace en la calle. And we out. Pa la casa.